Hi guys, thanks for checking out Tips from Vegas Wade. Today's video is the famous Pinball Hall of Fame, located at Las Vegas Boulevard and Russell, about a block south of the Mandalay Bay Hotel. I'll kind of zoom out here for you guys a little bit. You can see the Mandalay Bay just sitting right over there. Now if you can't read pinball sign and you pull in the parking lot and you miss it somehow, as you're coming down this way, you have this sign right here, the famous pinball sign. That thing is so big, I don't know how you could miss that thing. It's free entry. It's open up every day from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Like I said, there's no cover to get in. Right when you walk in the doors, they have a change machine where you can put a couple dollars in and get your quarters. Pinball machines run from 50 cents to $1. And as you see when we get in there, he's got quite the selection, the owner does. I want to say there's close to almost 300 pinball machines in here. Pinball machines all the way from the 50s to current day. Sorry if it sounds a little loud. Right next door, they're actually building the casino, the Dream, right now, which will be Las Vegas' next casino to open up. But I'm just kind of walking down along the way here. We're going to walk inside real quick. Again, this is called the Pinball Hall of Fame. It's located on the south side of the strip, maybe about a block south of the Mandalay Bay Casino. I'm going to walk inside right now, and you guys can kind of get a feel for what this place looks like. Right as you walk in, he's got ATMs. They got change machines. It's like a giant arcade here. They got, pinball machines from all ages, and not just pinball machines. They got classic games. Remember the fortune telling machine, Zoltan, giant gumball machines. We'll just kind of walk around here a little bit before we take off. Some of these machines are turned off, out of order. I'm sure that they've had problems over the years. They're getting worked on. Look at some of these classic machines here, guys. 50 cents. This place has almost every type of pinball machine you could think of from all ages of life. And like I said, not just pinball machines. We'll go over here like an aisle over. You can see some of the classic arcade games that some of us grew up playing when we were younger. Miss Pac-Man, Burger Time. Like a little bit of everything. So we're just kind of cruising around here. This is one of those emulators that's got over 1,000 games you can play. It's got the list over here. You just kind of scroll through with what you want. Good place to drop off the kids while you go out and gamble for a little bit. One of my favorite games I used to play as a kid growing up. Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate Edition. A lot of fun. Let's kind of walk around a little bit more and see what else we can find. We got Tetris. Frogger's a classic. Never really played Mousetrap. Some people like playing Punch-Out. One of the old-fashioned World Series one where you swing just right and you can hit a ball. I used to play that for a couple quarters here and there for a lot of times growing up. When we turn down the aisle here, you're just getting the gist of how many pinball machines you see here. We are all over the place. Pinball machines on both sides. The claw game. Can't tell you how many quarters I lost at this damn thing. And there's some more pinball machines that go on for aisles and aisles upon aisles. More claw games. More pinball machines. It's probably close to about 300, if not 300 plus here. He's got racing games. I'm like, this is a good spot. You give your kid like 10 or 15 bucks, maybe a 20. Cash in 20s. You give yourself maybe a good hour. If you look straight up, you'll see how big the fan is here. It's freaking huge. It pumps the air all over this place. There, get a better way. Really fun place to check out. They got the VR games, and they got like air hockey, and another claw game machine. And that's about what happens to me in my claw games too. Air hockey, that's another popular one. I think this guy just kind of got the gist of all the little arcade games going on in here. Got restrooms in the back, so you don't have to worry about this having fun here if you got to do your business. We got the Twilight Zone, Revenge from Mars. I used to play a lot of this one growing up. Theater Magic, if we ever find it. I know it's in here somewhere, but that's my favorite pinball machine. Look at some of these classics right here. As there's a sign on this machine that says, don't put quarters in machines that don't have lights turned on. Get an idea what a pinball machine looks like when they're working on it. That's the inside of your pinball machine. They're still working on some of this. I'm sure finding parts for some of these older machines are kind of hard to keep them up and going, but you guys kind of get the gist of what kind of machines from back in the day. The Love Tester machine. These even got like the point system where you can trade stuff in for items or prizes, for like skeeball and a variety of things. He sells rocks down here, rocks for wire necklaces, or say crystals, hats, a variety of everything here, shirts. Let's see what our pinball machines. We got Ripley's, believe it or not. X-Men, more arcade. There's never enough machines you can trade in your cash to get quarters from. We'll go on the other side now. Another Zoltar machine. Air hockey on the sides. Just a variety of a little bit here and there. Some people come in here and just hang out for like an hour. Some people spend the whole day here. I don't know how you could do all that, but this one looks kind of nifty. High score pool. What a nifty looking machine, huh? Like I said, some of these machines have been around. The time machine. I remember playing this in the laundromat when I was a kid. Popular game. As you guys are getting the gist of, he's got a shitload, excuse my language, of pinball machines. This is at the famous Pinball Hall of Fame. And as you can tell, he has quite the choices, quite the selection to choose from on the Pinball Hall of Fame. We're just kind of walking up and down. Look at this. This is Cue Ball Wizard. That looks like a classic game from back in the day, huh? You got classic machines. This looks like something from like the 50s maybe. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. We're just kind of walking up and down the aisles. More claw games. You got the simulator ones that are racing. Some of these are turned off, but they're turned back on in an earlier day. I think when they get ready to close them off, the activity you don't see in certain ones, they turn them off and get ready. We'll kind of cruise around on this last aisle over here. What do we got down here? We got the Bonsai Run. Oh, I used to play this when I lived in a small town called Beaver, Utah for a couple months. This was at a spot out there called Coach's Gallery. For those that are subscribed to this channel watching this right now, they'll have flashbacks of that. If you're any good at Guitar Hero, they even have one of those, a Guitar Hero with the different guitars. You can battle out with one of your buddies. Joust, that's a classic. The classic original Mario Brothers. Tron, there's a classic like no other right there. Ms. Pac-Man, Space Invaders. This is right. Star Wars. Remember playing Star Wars as a kid? Some of the Super Mario Brothers we used to play hours on end. Some kind of cheap, generic claw games that maybe even your youngest kids can play and have a chance at winning. Used to play this in the arcade, Mickey Thompson's Off-Road. A lot of good times right here. 3 people playing at the same time with the Nitro Boost. This is kind of like a pinball machine. This was mini baseball. What you lock the handle up right here. It fires the ball up there, down here, and it makes it in between these little spots to determine where you're going to land. Is it a single? Is it an out, triple, a home run? There's your scores up there. Just a lot of fun. Just the simple stuff you put in for a quarter, you know. There's chairs you can pull up next to your machine if you want to sit down. Ninja Turtles. There's another classic we used to play as kids. Dragon's Lair. Gauntlet was a popular one. As you guys have seen, you guys kind of getting the gist of what's going on here. They got the classic Stop the Button a certain time, maybe you can win a prize. This is the famous Pinball Hall of Fame in Las Vegas. Super Mario Brothers, the pinball machine. And as you can see, the list just kind of goes on and on and on. We're wrapping it up real quick. I just want to kind of come in here real quick and show you guys this pretty cool computerized sex tester. For a quarter, you can come in here for a couple dollars, play different games, just have some fun. You have this one's kind of cool. This is a battling pinball. You and another friend can be on the other side over there, and the whole game tilts back and forth. You try to pick it back and forth. The object is to make your opponent lose pinball machine. So kind of a cool. You can be on either side, the red goal or the yellow goal. You can be on this side with your flippers, not fenders. The object is to score off your opponent. They even have a scorecard on the top. A lot of fun spots to kind of check out. I don't see my favorite game. They must be working on it. Save Cracker. I play a lot of that as a kid. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of good games in here to hang out with. But again, this is the Pinball Hall of Fame located on the south side of the Strip, about a block south of the Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino at the cross streets of Las Vegas Boulevard and Russell. We'll kind of just walk by real quick and give you just one more time of how many pinball machines are in this place. It's a really cool place to check out if you're just trying to get out of the casino for a little bit, or you got your kids with you and you want to do something different. Goes on for hours. They got soda machines. You can put in a couple of dollars, get a drink. Goes on and on and on and on and on and on. So this is an awesome place to come check out. Thanks for hanging out with us today, and make sure to look and hit subscribe and like for tips from Vegas Wade. And check out some of our other videos. In the meantime, we're getting ready to walk out the doors, saying goodbye. Again, it's right up front. If you look to the right as you walk out, there's the famous Mandalay Bay Casino. So we're about a block away from it. So, well, thanks for hanging out with guys, and we will see you in the next video. Until then, have a good night, and thanks for checking out Tips from Vegas Wade. We're at the famous Pinball Hall of Fame.